The 90-10 Principle by Dr. Stephen R. Covey. Discover the 90-10 Principle. It will change your life, or at least the way you react to situations. What is this principle? 10% of life is made of what happens to you, while 90% of life is determined by your reaction to what happened to you. What does this mean? We really have no control over 10% of what happens to us. We cannot stop the car from breaking down. A driver may cut us off in the traffic. The plane will be arriving late, which throws our whole schedule off. We have no control over this 10%. The other 90% is different. You determine the 90%. How? By your reaction. You cannot control a red light. However, you can control your reaction. Do not let people fool you. You can control how you react. Let us use an example. You are having breakfast with your family. Your daughter knocks over a cup of coffee onto your business shirt. You have no control over what has just happened. What happens next will be determined by how you react. You cursed. You harshly scold your daughter for knocking the cup over. She breaks down in tears. After scolding her, you turn to your wife and you criticize her for placing the cup too close to the edge of the table. A short verbal battle follows. You storm upstairs and change your shirt. Back downstairs to find your daughter has been too busy crying to finish her breakfast and getting ready to go to school. She misses the bus. Your spouse must leave immediately for work. You rush to the car and drive your daughter to school. Because you are late, you drive 40 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour speed limit zone. After a 15-minute delay and throwing a $60 traffic fine away, you arrive at school. Your daughter runs into the building without saying goodbye. After arriving at the office 20 minutes late, you realize you forgot your briefcase. Your day has started terrible. As it continues, it seems to get worse and worse. You look forward to coming home. When you arrive home, you find a small wedge in your relationship with your wife and daughter. Why? Because of how you reacted in the morning. Why did you have a bad day? You think the coffee caused it? Your daughter caused it? Did the policeman cause it? Or did you cause it? The answer is D. You had no control over what happened with the coffee. How you reacted in those 5 seconds is what caused your bad day. Here is what could have and should have happened. Coffee splashes over you. Your daughter is about to cry. You gently say, "It's okay, honey. You just need to be more careful next time." Grabbing a towel, you go upstairs and change your shirt. You grab your briefcase and came back down in time to look through the window to see your child getting on the bus. She turns and waves. You arrive 5 minutes early and cheerfully greet the staff. Notice the difference? Two different scenarios. Both started the same. Both ended different. Why? Because of how you reacted. You really have no control over 10% of what happens in your life. The other 90% was determined by your reaction. Here are some ways to apply the 90-10 principle. If someone says something negative about you, do not be a sponge. Let the attack roll off like a watering glass. You do not have to let the negative comments affect you. React properly and it will not ruin your day. How do you react if someone cuts you off in the traffic? Do you lose temper? Pound on the steering wheel? Do you curse? Does your blood pressure skyrocket? Who cares if you arrive 10 seconds later at work? Why let the cars ruin your drive? Remember the 90-10 principle and don't worry about it. You are told you lost your job? Why lose sleep and get irritated? It will work out. Use your worrying energy and time to find a new job. The plane is late. It is going to mangle your schedule for the day. Why take out your frustration on the flight attendant? She has no control over what is going on. Use your time to study. Get to know the other passenger. Why stress out? It'll just make things worse. Now you know the 90-10 principle. Apply it and you will be amazed at the results. You will lose nothing if you try it. The 90-10 principle is incredible. Very few know and apply this principle. The result? You will see it by yourself. Millions of people are suffering from undeserved stress, trials, problems, and headaches. We all must understand and apply the 90-10 principle. It can change your life. It only takes willpower to give ourselves permission to make the experience. Absolutely everything we do, give, say, or even think, it's like a boomerang. It will come back to us. If we want to receive, we need to learn to give first. Maybe we'll end in our hands empty, but our heart will be filled with love. And those love life have the feelings marked in their hearts.